Hello everyone, Tina here for Newton's Nook Designs. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we're going to make a coffee card. I haven't made one in forever, and this is the stamp set we're going to be using from Newton's Nook Designs. It's called Time for Coffee. This is brand new. It does have a coordinating die set, if you like that option, and then there's also a brand new 6x6 paper pad over at the Newton shop. It's called Coffee House Stories, and if you love coffee as much as I do, you're gonna love this paper pad. There's 24 sheets, 12 two of each, 12 12-sided designs basically, so they're front and back, and you get 2 sheets of each, and they're fabulous. Front side has like I would say image sheets, back side has 2 tones, which is really nice. I like the 2 tones, and I love the cute little images in here. We're going to use one of those sheets for a project. So let's jump in. Now, usually when I make a card, I always think of the first thing that comes to my mind, and there's some fun sentiments in the stamp set. I can't espresso how much you beamed me. Better latte than never. Take time to pour over the good things in life, rise and grind, sending you a birthday brew, which is really cute. And then there's also have a beautiful day, and so that's the one that stuck in my mind, so I went off of that sentiment for my theme today. So we're taking the takeout coffee cup here, we're stamping it with Memento ink 6 times. We are going to create a rainbow of coffee cups. I'm just going to color in 2, and my coloring is very, very basic. The caps of the cup, well, let's start off with the base of the cup. I'm just using 2 shades of my E markers. I have an E11 and then E13, just to do a little bit of shading, and I'm going to do that to all 6 of my cups, so they're all the same. I'll just do 2 here, and then I'll do the rest off of camera. But adding my E11 first, we'll do a little shading with E13, if I can get the right cap off. And then that is basically our coffee cup. We'll do a little shading here. Easy peasy, going left to right. And then we'll take our lightest E11 again and just blend it out. Usually I play music during the coloring, but this is pretty quick, so I thought I'd just do a little chatting while we color. Now, next we're going to go ahead and color in the base of our cup cozy, I should say, with our dark brown marker. This is a I believe E18, and we're just filling it in. We don't need to do any shading with our cup cozy. So all of these will have the same E18 for the only thing that's going to be different basically on all of the cups are the hearts. I'm just going to color in a rainbow of colors. I thought we'd keep them nice coffee toned. Our coffee caps, we're going to do a little shading, not much, just with my W2 marker. And then we'll do an orange heart here. So orange, I'm using YR04, and then we're also going to use YR02 for a little shading. I lost my YR07 marker. I don't know what I did with it. And so just 2 shadings for that heart. This heart, we're going to go with purple. Purple, we're going to use 3 different shades. I have VO, let me grab them. VO4, VO6, and VO9. VO9 was a little dark, but I just did a little highlighting off of the one left side with it. And then I'll just continue on with the rest of these, and then I'll use the coordinating die and die cut them out, so to save a little bit of time. Now once we have everything die cut out, you can see we have a rainbow. Let's put them in rainbow order. We have purple, pink, orange, yellow, green, and blue. Now we're going to do a little bit more die cutting. We're going to bring in some white cardstock. I like the rounded rectangle in the Frames and Flags die set. I'm going to die cut out that for my background panel. And then I'm also going to die cut out some clouds with more white cardstock using the Newton's Nook Sky Scene Builder die. I'm going to die cut about 3 sets of clouds. There's a flat bottom one and a fluffy one, so we have a variety. And then hindsight, I decided to die cut out the sun that was in the Sky Scene Builder set. I'm coloring in the sun just using the ink that's left over on my yellow blending tool. For the middle of it, I'm going to bring in my orange blending tool and just use the ink that's on there. And then that's all the ink blending we're going to do. Now we're going to go ahead, actually I take that back. I'm using the ink that's left over on my blue blending tool and just doing a little highlighting on the edges of my rounded rectangle here. When you do this, this makes your clouds stand out extra, a lot better, guys, only because you don't want white on white. You want some kind of color difference. I'm just playing around with my cloud placement, and I tried to make enough room on the bottom to stamp my sentiment. So we're going to bring in our stamp set, grab Have a Beautiful Day. I'll pick this up with an acrylic block and then stamp this on the bottom right corner with my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And I need to remove these clouds to make sure that I can have enough room here. And it's stamped beautifully. I'll just go ahead and replace these clouds. We'll put the straight line first and then overlap our fluffier cloud right on top. As I'm placing the clouds, I'm kind of forgetting that I have my sun there. I really don't have any room for it, so we're going to remove this cloud. We'll just set it aside. And in that top left corner, looks good, but we're missing the sun here. Let's remove this. Add our sun rays first, just using our tape runner. And then for a little extra dimension, I'm going to go ahead and pop up the center of my sun with foam square. Now the rest of the clouds are just, I just use my tape runner to adhere, so there's no dimension there. I thought we would add dimension with the sun center and then also with our coffee cups. When I saw this, I thought this would make a fun rainbow, like a good morning almost of a card. And I think it turned out so cute. I just put my coffee cups, again, with foam adhesive behind them. I'm trying to evenly space them, and I want them to be at like a half arch on my panel. So we have the purple one's overhanging on the left, and then we have the blue one overhanging on the right. So that looks fabulous. Now for my background, I trimmed down a piece of the pattern paper in the Coffee House Story 6x6 paper pad. Now this pattern paper is actually horizontal, and I wanted it to be at a diagonal. So what I did was put it in my paper trimmer like in a diamond shape and trimmed it. But when I did that, my paper wasn't long enough. Kind of messed it up, but I didn't want to waste my paper because I liked it. So what I did is I did a little patch job. You can barely see it on the bottom right corner. I just added another piece of pattern paper right over that corner, taped it down, and then you can hardly even tell that I did a patch job. But I rounded the corners with my corner rounder. I used my 1/4 inch side, and then we're going to flip over our panel here, and I'm going to add foam adhesive behind our rainbow panel. We're just going to remove the release paper and layer this on our pattern paper. This is going to make that patch job less noticeable. Okay, but I love that blue behind there. I just think it stands out. Now for bells and whistles, I'm bringing in some clear sequins. I just added a few. I didn't want too many. I'd added next to the sun and above the sentiment here. And then last but not least, I'm bringing in my glossy accents, and I'm going to go over each one of the hearts that are on these coffee cups with glossy accents. It's going to go on cloudy, but it'll dry clear and nice and shiny and give it a little bit of dimension too. But that's my card today, using a couple of the brand new items over at Newton's Nook Designs. I hope you get to check out the brand new release. I think it's pretty fabulous. And I wish you guys a beautiful day. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again soon, guys. Bye-bye.